Good morning, lovely people of YouTube. We got all our hay in. We got put some of it on this side, some of it on the other side. And we got one more wagon to sell. So this, I think, is surplus hay. We're not going to need this for what we're doing. So we're just going to wander down this morning and go and sell it at the horse farm before we even get started on our harvest. Seems like we got away with it today. It was supposed to rain, and it looks like it's holding off. So maybe it'll rain this afternoon, but either way, we need to get ourselves back here as soon as possible and in the field to get our canola in. So, other than that, sit rep, yeah, we're still heavily in debt. Our loans are maxed out. We got $56,000 in cash, and we got a bunch of crop to come in. So by the time the crop all gets in, we will be in debt to the hilt. We'll probably be running a deficit. So I need to get this sold to make a little bit of money, and then we got to have a long conversation about whether or not we're going to sell any of that canola to make some extra. But I've kind of backed myself up and decided to take the last of my money and go ahead and buy myself an escape clause. And by that I mean, yes, logging. I got myself some equipment so that if worse comes to worse, I'll be able to log this winter away, be able to look after the animals, and carry this whole plan through until the end of next spring. That being said, I'm a little bit exhausted. This has been a very difficult project, so the pace of things has slowed down. Put that together with a few medical issues and a few other commitments to YouTubers and to other maps, and yeah, it's been a hard couple of weeks. But we're back. We're back, and we're going to get this done. So, the farm that I sell my hay to is just down this way here. And all I got to do is go down here, see Agnes. See, she's got the little horsey sign there, warning you that this is where the horsey farm is. And let's see if I can find the entrance in some sort of way. Right about here would be perfect. There we go. So what I'm going to do here is I will just drive through here and let's see, B, and Y. Okay. So let's see here. What happened there? Didn't quite make the sell point. Alright. Let's just push those guys in there. And alright, and sell. Okay, this will take me a little while. Please hold. And there you go. It's at times like these where you understand why I like to work with the small bales. So, and off we go, back to the farm. In other interesting developments, the leaves are changing colors. I find it super interesting that in the latest versions of seasons, they don't all change on the first day of fall. They gradually convert over to full foliage. It's very nice. But, you know, I got a little bit worried, I have to admit, when I did the last episode and the leaves were still green. But this morning, they're all beautiful and they're starting to change. I wonder how deep the colors are going to get. We'll find out by the time the corn gets off the field. Okay, back to the farm. All right, we will leave this guy right here. Perfect. Okay. And yeah, I got enough room to maneuver in there. So let's go back and get our truck. We still also need to think today about feeding our animals. So let's see here. Back her up into here. And click it in. There we go. We're good to go. All right, we've already got the combine in the field, so we might as well get going. No, I'm going to begin the harvest, and I think the pigs can hold on for just a little bit longer. See if it can squeeze through here, no problem. Yep, looks good. All right. This is a nice little truck. I'm liking this thing. I can certainly see myself carrying this thing with me through a couple of farms just for the fun of it. So, how do I do this? Too tight to go there without any crop destruction, so we'll take it to this other field and around a long way. Beautiful. Okay, that's fine. So, just turn this guy off. We'll leave him here. Good to go. Okay. Start harvesting. So, start her up. Start by unfolding the combine and drive her forward a little bit. And start her up. Yep. Okay. Now, the great thing about canola harvesting is that you don't have to worry about spending all your time emptying, because the yield is so low that I'm figuring I will easily make my way around this field once before I have to get back to my truck. That's my hope, that's my dream. Let's see how that works out. I also have to admit that, harvesting in first person, it's a bit of a guilty pleasure of mine. Well, guilty pleasure. It's just one of those parts of the farm sim game that I just will never give up. I don't get hired helpers to do my harvesting. It's just too much fun to do it yourself. So, come into here. And do a nice slow turn around the corners. There you go. One of the great things about not having perfectly square fields when you do your own plowing is that you can just turn the corners nice and gently when it comes to harvesting. I do enjoy that. So in other news, I think the next episode you're going to see is going to be a little bit of a side trip that I did. I went to help a friend of mine at a farm in France, and we did a little bit of an experiment with some logging. So I'm going to get together with a couple of buddies, and we're going to do a tree harvesting. It's on the map Le Bout du Monde, which is from the mod contest, and it's a map we've been playing in multiplayer, and we're about to swap the map out for another one on our multiplayer server. But before it goes, I want to give you guys a tour, and I also want to harvest some trees, just for the fun of it. So that's what's going to come up in the next couple of days, before we get back here and finish off our corn harvest, and then be ready to wrap it up and get ourselves into winter. That's the plan. I've also got another map that we're working on, Germain Rad, which I'd also like to do an episode on. That one I think will be a silage episode. So coming up, it's going to be a couple of little one-off shows that I'll be rolling into sort of a multiplayer kind of theme. And it'll be something completely different again. But I'm curious to see how that takes off. Because that liberates me to continue doing multiplayer gameplay with my friends and still be able to produce things for the channel so that we don't end up in a situation like we have had, which is that, you know, I go a week at a time without producing something for you. So that's the hope, that's the dream. We'll see if that works out. So I'm at 66, 67% already on this harvest. On this turn, 70%. I wonder if I'm 70% of the way around the field. We're going to have to find out, because I'm not going to cut the field yet. I'm just going to have to try it. To 82%. Oh, it might be tight. It might be tight. Do I chicken out and cut across? Or do I see how far I can go? Hard decisions to make. I think I'm going to see 10%, eh? I think we're going to have to do this the hard way. And cut across to the trailer. Let's give that a shot. No, can't do it. Can't do it. I'm going to go around the hard way. We're just going to have to find a way to get the truck to us. $97, $98, $99. I'm going to stop it right there. And right about there. All right. Let's go get that truck. And running through the field, running through the field. Woohoo! Yeah, there was no way I was going to make that. That was foolish to even think I would. Oh yeah, here's a strip of me seeding the wrong thing again. That would be a little bit of extra wheat that we're going to have to just plow under. Seems to be something I do a lot. All right. Let's bring the truck to the harvester. Yeah, a little bit of crop destruction to get rid of some of that. Nice and wide. Not a whole lot of room down here to turn. Ah, the fence. The gate. Hang on a second. Let me just go close that gate. Alrighty then. That's better. Now we have an old cultivator in the corner here. We can just steer around that, no problem. And then we will leave this old guy right about here. How's that looking up there? Do I have enough room? Yeah, that should just about do it. Good. Okay. Yeah, that should be fine. Let's give it a shot. Start her up. Pipe out. There it goes. Perfect. Okay. Turn you off. Takes a little while to unload this thing. No problem, we got some time. Perfect. All done. Pipe in, so you don't hit any trees. Start her up again, and we're off. Might have to make a cut through the field so that we can make it here in less than 100%, but I think that'll be a good place to leave the truck till he's full. Let's see what this works out to. All right, up we go. I can't believe how gorgeous the textures are of the canola going into this harvester. It's actually pretty neat. Looks big and fluffy. It's a lot of fun. So at this point, I'm at 79%. So I think that for me to get to my truck without running out, I'm just going to have to do a straight line through the field and hope I break out at the other end to empty out into the truck. That might be tight because I'm already at 87%. All right, it's a gamble. Let's give it a shot. %, 93%. This is risky. 96, 97, 98, 99, and fail. Oh, I hate that. All right, well, now I need to back it out of here. So let's see if I can do that properly without destroying everything. Use what I can of that rear view mirror. Okay, right about here we'll do it. Oh, okay. Well, so much for my calculations. Let's put up the pipe. And we'll go get the truck. I think this is going to fill up this truck. So let's just go shut down the combine when she's done. Not the fastest offload, but she's an old combine. Still my favorite. An oldie but a goodie. And we still got some on board, so it's just under 2 loads per truckload. All right, let's get this stuff back to the farm. As long as the rain holds off, we're gonna be fine. Squeeze through here. Maybe leaving that thing there is not the best idea, but for now, it'll have to do. Okay, I'm going to put that over in this corner. All right, let's see what we got here. And yeah, side loads. Perfect. Excellent turning radius on the truck and the trailer. Gets us in and out, no problem whatsoever. And we're back to the field. So I think I'm going to leave you guys there. I'm going to finish off this harvest on my own. And if everything goes according to plan, we're going to have a couple of episodes on other maps. And then we're going to finish off our corn harvest. That's the hope, that's the dream. I think I can get back to my field through here. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can totally do this now. Hang on. Perfect. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oops, I got caught up on the trailer there. Maybe take a bit of a wider turn. Through the bush a bit. Ugh. Bit tight here. Okay, let's see if we can make this now. Yes, made it. Good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for joining in me again. And we will see you very soon. Oh, I gotta remember to close that. Yeah, that's better. All right, thank you so much for joining me. We'll talk to you soon.